Hey guys, Cast72 here. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, I haven't been putting up too many videos, like everyone's life story. I've just been really busy, and I do apologize for that. Um, and of course, I did start a couple of new playlists, which is gaming, so I'm still kind of transitioning into that with a busy schedule. Gaming might not have been a good choice, but I'm not going to give up on it. I still want to proceed with that. So today I want to get back on, some DIYs and motorcycle stuff and whatnot, droning. Today we're going to do a motorcycle video. For those of you that do like long-term storage on your vehicles, the rule of thumb is to drain out the gas completely from your prime and your secondary reservoir if your tank happens to be equipped with that. Anyway, long story short, aside from all that, there's a product I use. I just want to share with you guys. I pretty much do the basic drain and then use this product, which I'm about to introduce to you here when we get to the garage. And I've had good results with it. I mean, literally, and there's Pretty Bird. Excuse her noise. I've used this product, and every time the way I do it is, basically I'll drain the tank. Obviously we can't drain it completely because gas stays in the lines. It kind of stays in certain reservoirs and crevices in the tank and whatnot, so you're never going to get the gas out completely. So this product kind of helps with that. And every time I've used it, I mean, I've had my bikes parked for quite some time. I go out there and crank them and they start every single time. If anything at all, maybe the Virago's battery kind of drains a bit, but that's because that battery's older than the R3 that I've got. So anyway, I'm not going to babble on. When we get to the garage, I'll explain more. Before I do though, guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Again, it's 2018. I hope everyone's enjoyed their new year and is off to a good start. And I do appreciate you guys stopping by and watching my videos. And again, I apologize if I don't always post a whole lot of stuff, but when I do, I hope you enjoy it. So anyway, without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get this started, and hope you enjoy. So guys, from the outside weather, you can see it's kind of a gloomy, rainy day today, unfortunately, but the product that I'm referencing now, I have it here on the back of my Virago passenger seat, is this product right here. Before I go any further, I'm not endorsed by this company or anything like that. It's a product that I use. It works really well, and I just want to share that with the bike community. This, like I said before, you might find this handy when you plan on storing your vehicle through the winter. Now, as you can see, I purposely put it on the seat because I want you to see. Look, I mean, look at that. It's been such a long time that I've messed with my bikes out here, and you can tell by the extreme amount of dust. I don't keep my bikes dirty. It's just I haven't had time, and weeks have gone by. The weather's been kind of cruddy. It's been too cold. Me personally, I don't like driving in the rain, and I sure don't like driving in the cold. So for those of you out there that do, hey man, kudos to you guys, because it takes guts to do that. I've had to do it a few times, but it's not something I'm very fond of. Anyway, the product I'm referencing here is called Tron. It's an enzyme fuel treatment. In case you guys are wondering what basically it means by enzyme, is that, as I was saying earlier, when you have a vehicle like a motorcycle, for instance, lawnmower, weed whacker, tractor, lawnmower tractor, if you leave it parked for so long, there's a bunch of gum and varnish that builds up. Well, this prevents that. Not only that, it removes water. It's recommended for spring, summer, fall, and winter as well. It's a product I enjoy using. Let me see if I can get a close-up for you guys. There you go. That's what I use. Now, if you're wondering about the instructions, it's in the back. It's pretty plain and simple. It tells you how much of what to put. Now, what I do, honestly, like in the wintertime, on both of my tanks, on the Virago and the R3, I've pretty much just used half a bottle. Now, I've already spoken to the dealer that I got that from, and he said there's no harm in doing so. So in case you guys were wondering, that's what I do. And as I said before, let me get my camera here. I do this in the wintertime, and as you can see, it's been parked. I mean, you can obviously tell, you know, it's just extremely dirty. You can tell it's been parked for quite some time. Same with the R3. You know, in winter, you can see the condensation here on the sidewall, on the concrete of the garage too. I mean, that's just how wet and muggy it is out here, unfortunately. But anyway, getting back to where I'm demonstrating here. Now, just to show you guys, I haven't turned these bikes on in about, 2 weeks now. I turn them on at random, but it can be anywhere between a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hell, I haven't even turned them on for a month, coming out here thinking, oh shoot, the battery's gonna be freaking dead. I'm gonna have to buy another damn, you know, $100 and something battery. But no, they start every single time. The Virago, however, has kind of died on me a few times. I want to say 2 to be exact. But with the trickle charge, that it gets back and it does what it needs to do. So, but yeah, this is just to show you. I haven't turned them on. I just want to show you guys when I crank them on here. Now, I might shoot myself in the foot here and watch them up all days, not power on properly, and hesitate and whatnot. But they shouldn't, because like I said, every other time I've powered these on, I hadn't had any issues. So let's go ahead and get these on. Now, pardon the noise, guys. It's probably gonna be a lot of background noise because of the engines running. But what I'm gonna do real quick, just so you're aware, I'm gonna turn on the R3, and then I'm gonna turn on the Virago. Then I'm gonna take the camera and show you the temperature to show you that they've barely been turned on. They haven't been on, and then I paused the video and then started it again. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start with the Virago, because that's the one that's, that's another thing I want to mention. You've got carbureted, and then you've got fuel injected. So carbureted is going to be the tricky one, so let's go ahead and start with that one. Choke it. Now don't embarrass me now. The Virago doesn't have a temperature gauge, but I guarantee you guys, I barely just now turned it on, and I hope you can hear me over the noise. I wish there was a temperature gauge to show you, but as you can see, I'll tell you what, if I had it on, before making this video, I wouldn't be able to do this. You see that? I would not be able to do that. And you can see the condensation heating up, the sweat. You see the sweat? That's all because it's the temperature outside. It's a muggy and just a terrible, ugly day. You can see the condensation on the concrete as well. You can just see it everywhere. Now, normally I let it run a lot longer, but I want you guys to actually hear the I was thinking of my interceptor. I want you to hear the Yamaha turn on as well. And again, I haven't had it on. It's been completely off. It's been weeks since I've started them. And this one does have a temperature gauge, so you'll be able to see that it hadn't been priorly turned on. Otherwise, obviously you'd see the temperature. But and we'll go ahead and do this. But hang on, guys, it'll start. Bear in mind, it's been parked for quite some time without me turning them on and riding them. And you can tell because I made a video not too long ago on changing the oil, and you can see that my trip is I've only put 105 miles since the last oil change, which was the one I made the video on. So you can see I haven't been riding it at all. Anyway, let's try this again. And now, if you can hear me over the noise, I'm going to let both of them run for a little while, and then I'll come back when I get them off. I just want to let them both warm up. That's what I do when I'm not riding them. I at least let the oils, all the lubrication circulate throughout the engine, just to keep these things running in tip-top shape. Like I said, if you leave a vehicle parked with gas in the tank, especially a motorcycle, it will gum up on you. Unfortunately, that's just the effects of gas nowadays. But anyway, let me mount this camera up here, and then let me start the Virago and let them both warm up. So guys, that's the video. A few more things I want to mention. There'll be more content coming out. I said to myself in 2018 I was going to try to push out a lot more content, and I was going to try not to let work get in the way too much. Now, honestly, 85% of my life is pertaining to work, so it's kind of difficult to do anything else aside from that. And then you've got family and friends and everything else included. But I still got a lot of content coming, guys. I've got videos on the motorcycles, the R3, the Virago. I'm still working on the project, the Interceptor. I made a video on that a while back. I've got gaming, I got drones, and a lot of DIYs. So, oh, and one other thing, I've got another playlist coming up, but I haven't really set myself on that yet. So there's plenty of content. It's just the time and you know, the time it takes to edit, the right time and temperature and weather and all that plays a factor on some of these videos. So don't give up on me, guys. There's plenty of content coming in, and I appreciate you guys that have subscribed. You know, I guess in closing, just drive safe, take care of your toys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace out.